How important is education within the investment world, particularly within alternative investments, which has been expanding exponentially over the last few years due to a lot of expansive areas of the market? Today we'll be discussing this in our exclusive interview on behalf of SAMT. Welcome, Laura Merlini, on behalf of SAMT, and you're representing CAIA today. It'd be wonderful to know a little bit about the investment industry and how important education is, particularly within alternative investments.
Sure. The CAIA Association, and CAIA stands for the Chartered Alternative Investment Analyst Association, is the global leader in alternative investment education. Part of the CAIA mission is to establish the CAIA Charter as the benchmark for alternative investment education, is to advocate the highest standards of ethics and professionalism, and also providing networking opportunities for our community. We have nearly 10,000 members across 90 different countries, so providing networking and continuing education opportunities for members through innovative research, through events, and also through thoughtful leadership. As you know, Ron, the asset allocators have become increasingly sophisticated. They tend not to invest or make decisions in an isolated way into different alternative asset classes, but they tend to invest across different risk premiums. So that's very important that for investment manager, if they want to embrace this multi-asset vision, it is important for them to measure, more than measure up, measure across this variety of asset classes and take the CAIA credential. Actually, I really like a sentence from a quote from Stephen Hawking. He said, "The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, is the illusion of knowledge." And that's what we want to defeat, the illusion of knowledge in the financial markets. The CAIA credential is a comprehensive program. We have level 1 and level 2. In level 1, you get really to know a deep dive into the risk return attributes of different alternative investment asset classes, while on the level 2, you really leverage on the knowledge acquired in the level 1 within a portfolio management context. I don't know if you were aware of this, Ron, but we've also launched another educational solution which is institutionally driven. It's called FAI, Fundamental of Alternative Investment Certificate Program. Is 20 hours online, self-paced, self-study, meant to give you really a broad overview of alternative investment and understanding the core concepts.
It sounds great, and one of the interesting points that you mentioned there in terms of the market context, I guess from our side, looking at the technical analysis world, with high equity valuations and low interest rates, it's been a real growth market for alternative investments in terms of hedge fund industry, in terms of real estate, in terms of private equity. So a real bull market for certification in this area and for organizations like CAIA. And it's quite interesting that you mentioned the strategy side, because we're seeing the same thing in technical analysis, in that there's no more this asset class specific focus. It's very much a strategy focus, and more so maybe in CAIA when you're looking for uncorrelated returns and low volatility, risk-adjusted performance. I mean, is this part of the real growth that you're seeing in the last few years?
Absolutely. We've seen an exponential growth in terms of members. As I said, we are nearly to the 10,000 mark. And if you look at where CAIA members work, they really represent each of the asset classes, alternative investment asset classes. You find them working for hedge funds, for private equity, for venture capital, managed futures, structured products, real assets as well, really important. You find really the whole variety of alternative investments, and in Geneva a lot working in commodities, as you might already know. So it's really, they really represent each pillar of our curriculum. In terms of regional distribution, 55% of our members, they are located in the States. We have 33% located in Europe, and the remainder and the rest in Asia Pacific.
And out of that large member base, how much brevity is there in a desire to take on other educational work? So perhaps in the subject of technical analysis, how much is the tactical timing overlay within CAIA?
Yeah, well, CAIA members are lifelong learners. Obviously, they are keen and open up to increase and, as I said, measure across different asset classes. In terms of technical analysis, we do cover that in our curriculum within the managed future context. What I would say is that systematic managers and traders are those who are benefiting for technical analysis, especially those linked to obviously systematic strategies and high frequency trading. So I think that for them it would be really interesting to explore some at local level and IFTI at global level.
Great, and looking ahead at the future for CAIA and education in general, but specifically for CAIA's new developments, what new areas of focus might the body of knowledge expand in?
No, that's a very hot question because we have recently launched a new initiative. It's called CADA, that stands for Chartered Alternative Data Analyst Foundation. It's an affiliated body to CAIA where we aim to provide an exam-based certification, aim to train all those new professions that digitization and fintech are bringing to the financial world. So we aim to train the professional, could be a cryptocurrency expert or a data analyst or IT specialist who will be working next to your members, next to CAIA members, and that's again in a multi-asset world, that's a very important designation to have as well.
An integral part of being a member of both our organizations, in my experience, has been events. And the education, real-time education from experts within these events around the world. So really we're looking forward to a collaboration between SAMT, the Swiss Association of Market Technicians, IFTA on a global level, and CAIA. What's your sentiment for the year ahead?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We, as I said, having nearly 10,000 members across 90 different countries, and you're a member when you pass your level 1, level 2, and you join obviously the association. When you join the association, you're entitled to participate to a lot of events through the chapters that we have. We have 30 chapters around the globe, and particularly in Switzerland, we have the Swiss chapter, which is very active to communities in Zurich and Geneva. So we really look forward to collaborating with you and with SAMT for next events on technical analysis.
Thank you very much, Laura, for joining us today. Thank you very much for joining us. We look forward to the next session here at SAMT in partnership with Dukascopy.